Can you please just give an ovation for the cause tonight? These wonderful young men that are here to be honored. I'm asking you to do a couple of things for me. I'm going to ask you, as this event is going on, if you would take your phones out, snapshots, tweet, Facebook, hashtag STL Football U, or hashtag Junior National Elite, if you would. And let's blast this. We want to let the world know that here in St. Louis, in the metro area, we have some fabulous young men. All right? So at this time, I'm not going to prolong any longer. This young man that I'm going to call up, Drayden Florence, he is a former American Football League cornerback who played 11 seasons in the National Football League. He was drafted by the San Diego Chargers in the second round in 2003 NFL draft, and he played his college football at Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Tuskegee. He is a graduate of the University of North Florida with a bachelor's degree in sports science, and he has played for some fabulous NFL teams. Put your hands together as he comes to the stage, Drayden Florence.
That was a great introduction. I appreciate it. Blessed to be here. Like the gentleman said here earlier, student athlete. That's the theme of the night, student athlete. What it takes to be a successful student athlete. What it means to excel in the classroom as well as on the football field. That's why we're here tonight, to honor you guys, because you guys are on the right path, a path that I took 20 some odd years ago. I've always been involved in athletics since I was a little kid, you know, watching football games with my dad. My dad's a military vet, traveled all around this country playing sports each and every year, going to a new city, new town, having to prove myself over and over again. Who's this new guy? He didn't play with us last year. But you know what? I just went out, competed, grinded. When they told me, no, you can't play here. You didn't play Pee Wee ball with us. Who are you? I put the pads on. I let that do the talking for myself. Same approach I took in the classroom. C's and D's, they don't get you degrees. A's, they don't. C's and D's don't get you degrees, but A's and B's will allow you to travel around this world, sit with leaders of different countries, travel to Egypt, visit the pyramids, travel to Belize, South Africa, sit down and meet with presidents. Football and education has allowed me to do all of those things. I've been blessed. You know, I played 11 years in the National Football League, but once that air goes flat in that football and the crowd's not cheering for you, what are you gonna do after that? So that's why I finished up my degree while I was still playing. I made that promise to my mom and my dad that I would finish my education, because education has taken me a lot farther than football. Football was just a platform that I used. See, I finessed the game for my well-being. I went in through the back doors, Division II. A lot of you probably didn't even know Tuskegee University had a football team. A second-round draft pick out of Tuskegee. It doesn't matter where you go. It matters what you do when you get there. And like I said, I use football and education to put me in places I never thought I would be. I never thought I'd be speaking in front of 200 people at a football banquet. But I do it all the time because it's easy. It makes sense. I'm just giving you part of what I've been going through since I was a little kid. Competition, grades, and attitude is going to take you a lot farther than running around on the grass. So embrace your opportunities, make your connections, and just be humble, because it's going to take you a long way. I appreciate you guys having me here. I know we have another speaker that's going to come up, so I'm not going to toot my horn too long. But I'm proud of you young men that are here, that we're honoring tonight. And before I leave, I want to make sure I get a picture with all these young men because you guys are dressed very well, which is very, very important. A lot of you guys might not like dressing up, but I love getting a custom-made suit. I love it. It's nothing like it. I love getting a custom-made suit so I can go out and speak, meet presidents of banks, pharmaceutical companies. I can sit down and mingle with them, go play golf with them. So use your opportunities that you have now because you're gonna have a lot longer to be a young man and a grown man than you will to be an athlete. An athlete is only gonna get you in those doors. So like I said, I appreciate you guys having me here. It's gonna be a great event, and hopefully I can come back next year. Thank you.
Wonderful message. Wonderful message. D's and F's don't get degrees. D's and C's don't get degrees. A's and B's get degrees. I like that. I wish I'd have listened to that a little more. And I know a few of y'all parents wish you'd have listened to that a little more too. My mother looking at me like, yeah. We made it out though. We made it out. How many degrees do we have in the house? I mean, college degrees. How many college degrees do we have? This is fabulous. Fabulous. College degrees. This is the example that we look. You are the example that STL Football U seeks. It starts at home. And we can't do anything with this organization that's going to trump what you do at home and what you show at home. The example that you show, the perseverance, the determination to get that degree, to do what it takes to get that degree, is the example that we build on. We try to make sure that individuals know what it takes. But if you at home showing them the total opposite, who are they going to look at and follow? They're going to emulate that they know. So I applaud you as the parents for being the example that is necessary to show your kids how to survive in 2015, because education is the key, and without that, you have nothing. So I applaud you, the parents. Thank you, Mr. Florence. We appreciate that. At this time, we have another dynamic, explosive young man that I got the privilege to meet with myself and Sterling. We got the privilege to meet in, I forget what restaurant it was. That's how explosive his introduction and how you doing was. It was just a hi, my name is, and he went gone. And Sterling and I wanted to pass the offering plate to each other because this guy was just that inspirational and explosive. Karan Bowden is a national youth speaker and entrepreneur who advocates for students to graduate from high school while using the arts, entrepreneurship, and technology to make healthy life choices. If you would, give a thunderous ovation for this dynamic young man as he comes to the stage, Mr. Karan Bowden.
Everybody ain't got all the height. I'm just a little vertically challenged, but it's okay, it's okay. Today, I want to talk about something that's very important to me. Today, hopefully there's somebody in the audience that's moved. Hopefully there's somebody in the audience that is inspired. Hopefully somebody's faith is about to rise to the next level as I begin to get the next words to come out of my mouth. You see, mentoring is something that we all need. Where would we be if we didn't have mentors that could see in us more than we could see in ourselves? And where would we be if we were stuck in a dry desert and we didn't have somebody that had a well reserve of water to be able to feed us and clothe us and give us water to drink upon when we are thirsting for righteousness? Where would we be without those greats? And today I would like to honor the STL Football U organization for doing just that. I was thrilled to be able to come to this organization and see them in action. And when I seen the mentoring that was taking place, I had never seen anything like it before. And so if we could please give a round of applause for these awesome mentors for putting this event on tonight. Can we give them a round of applause? Woo! Starting to feel something. I'm starting to feel something, Sterling. Starting to feel something. You ready? Can I go? Can I go? Okay. All right, cool. He told me I can go. From the moment that I met Sterling, what could I say? Speechless. A man full of integrity. A man full of boldness. A man with a vision. A man with a plan. And not only did he just have a plan, but he put his plan into action. See, there's a total difference than somebody dreaming and somebody actually putting things into execution. See, somebody who's just dreaming without any execution is only hallucinating. But the man that actually puts his feet to the ground and steps forward and makes sure that he's standing in the ground, and no matter how many no's he gets, he looks every single day to get a yes, that is the man that is worthy for the prize. And so I want to tell you, thank you for inspiring me, Sterling, because you and your team have done great things. And you have inspired me to get up the next day and keep moving even when you didn't know. So thank you for leading by example. One more round of applause. Starting to feel something. I'm sorry. Trying to hold my tears back. Hold on. All right. Football thing. It's a football. I can't do it at the football place. All right. So listen. How do you know where you're supposed to go next in life if you didn't have a mentor? Maybe there's somebody in here and you feel like you need a little bit more faith. Maybe you feel like you need a little bit more energy. Maybe you feel like you've accomplished all the goals that you could possibly accomplish. Well, I'm going to give you 3 keys to let you know why. Number 1, why you need to always keep a vision in front of you. And number 2, I'm going to tell you how to execute just like Sterling Finney has done and his team has done. The first thing that you'll need, anybody ever played this game before? It's go like this: rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, go, rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, go, rock, paper, scissors, go, rock, paper. I see you dancing in the back. I see him in the back. He's about to get started. I seen you. There's this game that I used to play. It was called Rock, Paper, Scissors, and I did not know that in this game called Rock, Paper, Scissors, it actually had a philosophy that would change my life on decision making. See, everybody that makes good decisions in life, they get positive things in life. But if you make negative choices, negative decisions, and you go in late and you leave late and you leave early, if you do those type of things, you are not fit to be a king in this thing called life. And so the first thing that you will need is your rock moment. What is your rock moment? Like, what do you really believe in? Like, when you wake up every single day in the morning and life seems to drive you crazy, it feels like you can't even give any more, and you're looking like, where in the world am I going to go next? The thing that keeps you going is your rock moment. It simply means to believe. So one day, check this out. You're going to like this story. One day I decided to get up, and it was pretty warm outside. I said, I'm looking pretty good today. Just had a fresh new haircut. Brushed my hair on and off, and I decided to get into my car. I turned my car on and said, close the door. Pow. Got in the car. What's the first thing you do after you turn the car on? What's the first thing you do? Seatbelt. No, not seatbelt. Not right now. You got to be cooler than that. What's the first thing you do? What'd you say? Mirror? No, not the mirror. Somebody said it. You turn on the radio. There you go. The first thing that you do is turn on the radio. So I decided to turn on my radio, and it went like this. I said, hold on, my car ain't coming on. Hold on. Hold on. I turned my car on, and then the next thing I did is I turned my radio on. I said, and you know, don't talk about my radio. I hear you don't be talking. Don't talk about my radio. My radio went, and this cool beat came on. It went like this. You can join me if you want to join in since you're talking. Watch this. Watch it. It went like this. boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Hey. So I turned on my radio, right? And I'm feeling so cool at this point. I'm like, man, I might as well go ahead and put my seatbelt on cool. I'm feeling kind of good. So I said, boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Hey. So I put my seatbelt on, right? And then I began to go down the road. Listen to what I'm about to say. I'm starting to go down the road, and out of nowhere, I begin to see this cute little furry squirrel just out of nowhere, just looking all just cute and furry. I said, oh my God, it's a cute little squirrel. Yes, you are. You cute, you gonna get out the way. I know you are. Yes, you will. And he didn't get out the way, and so he began to go left, right, and he began to go like this. Indecision. Could not decide what he wanted to do with his life. See, everybody in this room, you start off in point A and you want to get to point B, which is across the road. But when you're in point A and you want to do something great in life, there's this thing called the gray area. Everybody say gray area. See, there's this thing in life, whenever you want to do something great, you say you want to do something great, that is only point A. It only takes 5 seconds to decide that you want to do something great in life. It only takes 5 seconds to say that this is my purpose and this is my calling, but it'll take a lifetime for some of us just to achieve what greatness could possibly be. And so there's this gray area that tries to trick us. It tries to tell us that there is a distraction coming, that the car that is coming your way, little squirrel, can outrun you, it can outbeat you, it can outdrive you. Don't you dare think about coming outside of your comfort zone, because getting to point B is impossible. And so instead of, this squirrel began to know the gift that was truly created in him since the foundation of the world. He had this gift on the inside of him called speed. And if he would have only knew at that moment that he didn't have anything to worry about, if he would have only knew that he had this gift on the inside of him called speed, he was born with this gift called speed. All he had to do was activate this gift. And if he would have activated this gift, he could have got across the road without a bruise. Somebody say, hey. He could have got across the other side of the road, but instead he started to take his eyes off of the prize, and instead he did the only thing that he knew possible. Instead of taking his eyes off of me and keeping his eyes focused, he went back to his comfort zone. How many of us have truly experienced what it takes to really be great? How many of us have allowed fear to come on the inside of us and trick us out of our gift that can get us to the other side of the road and say, I'm not tall enough, I'm not the right color, I'm not the right complexion, I don't have the money, my parents aren't around, and you make up all of these excuses of why you can't. But I'm saying, look at your gift, and I'm telling you, your gift alone will make room for you, and your gift alone will tell you why you can. See, ladies and gentlemen, what am I saying today? What I'm saying today is that somebody in this room, and I'm not just talking to football players, there was somebody in this room that needed to be here tonight because you needed to be activated. And I speak right now into existence with everything on the inside of me that you are being activated right now. You will not leave out of these doors the same way you came in. I am telling you that there is a provision for your life. You might not have the money, you might not have the support, but I guarantee you, as you begin to take one step forward and you keep saying, oh, but Karan, I'm going to take 2 steps back, and I'm saying it is okay sometimes to take 2 steps back, because when you have 1 step forward, you take that 1 step forward to get close up on what your enemy is, and I don't know what it is. It could be fear, it could be poverty, it could be lack. You take a look in his face with your 1 step forward, and it looks really big at the time because you're so close up on it. But when you take 2 steps back away from it, I can then see that my hand really isn't that big. But once I step close up on it and I take my 2 steps back, I can then begin to use it as a runway to jump over every hurdle that has ever come in my life. And that's exactly what Football U is doing right now by being a mentor, by giving you a vision when you don't even have your own. The second thing that you'll need to be successful in life is a paper moment. Everybody say paper. Say it like I said it, say paper. You will need a paper moment. Paper just simply means to write it down. It's not good enough just for you to believe in it. You have to write it down. Young fellas in the back, that means do your homework. That means get your diploma. That means get your paper in order to get your paper. You got to get your diploma in order to get some real paper. You don't have to do drugs. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to do anything illegal. But once you believe it in your heart, believe it in your spirit, believe it in your mind, and you write it down on paper, there is something powerful about when you write something down on paper. When you write it down on paper, something in the atmosphere begins to get activated on the inside of you, and you begin to use your faith, and you can literally move mountains. Somebody say amen up in here, because I'm preaching up in here. Pass that plate on around. Pass that plate on around. The last thing that you'll need in order to be successful, see, I'm so glad and I'm so thankful. Once again, I can't tell you enough, bro. Like, I am so thankful to be here tonight because I had a mentor in my life. And even in business, one of my mentors is actually sitting right here at this table right here, Mr. Mark Anthony. Sir, I want to tell you that you have changed my life. The way that I used to come past your business, I never seen a businessman in my life. And for me to come past your business every single day and to see how you treated your customers with honor and respect has done so much more than words can imagine. I watched you even when you didn't know that I was watching you. And I'm telling you that these young brothers in this place, you guys are doing just that. And you're not just talking about it, you are walking by an example that doesn't have to even speak so much. You don't have to tell them to pull up their pants. You don't have to tell them to do your homework. I just want to be like you because there is something radiating from your spirit. And that is exactly what you guys are doing. And I want to give you a round of applause for that as I get ready to close, because I know I get long-winded. I'm finna close it on out. You feeling it? You feeling it? The last thing is this. I'll dedicate this to you. See, we all believe in something. We can believe in something, and we can all put it on paper. But the hardest thing, just like even for the squirrel, the hardest thing is to focus. It's to focus. After you 100% believe in the vision that you have been given with your talents and your gifts, and you discover that gift, then after you write down the goals that it will take for you to be amazing, and you put it on paper and you work day in and day out to achieve those goals, the very next thing that will happen is distraction. See, distraction comes to see if you really want it. Distraction comes to test you and try your faith to understand that, hey, you say you want this, well, let me try to distract you, whether it be the kids, whether it be the finances, whether it be the bills, whether it's Christmas coming around and you're like, it's not going to be like last Christmas. I don't care what's coming your way. I am telling you that you will endure. I don't know who I'm talking to in this place, but I speak life over you right now, and I'm telling you that whatever you're going through, no matter what you're going through, I speak it into existence. I say no matter what you're going through in life, I speak in existence that something great is about to happen for you, and it's going to happen soon. It's going to happen out of nowhere. You're not going to be able to think about it. You're not going to be able to calculate it in your mind, but I want to let you know that a new chapter is about to start for every person in here, and I speak in existence that there are new scholarships coming your way. Football students, I speak scholarships upon scholarships upon scholarships. Come on, somebody. I say scholarships upon scholarships. And every single school that you're looking to get into, I speak right now that there are scouts that are going to come pick you out of everybody else. People that are more talented than you. Woo! People that are more talented than you. They have more height than you. They had the best football training ever since they were a little bitty boy. And I speak right now, there is favor on your life because something great is about to happen. Somebody make some noise up in here. Woo! Woo! The last piece that you need is once you start to move forward in life, the last thing that after you 100% believe in the vision and you believe it with all of your heart, and after you write it down and you take the time to write it down on paper, the very next thing that you must do when these distractions come is you must learn to reach deep down in your pocket and pull out your scissors and cut away everything out your life that don't line up with what you believe and what you wrote down. What are you saying, Quran? When somebody comes to the side and they say, hey, bro, let's just go get on these drugs real quick, you're going to say, that doesn't line up with, I can't do it. As much as I feel this peer pressure, as much as I want to fit in, I can't do it tonight. Because you know what? If I do that right now, when I compromise who I am, I'll compromise what I'll do on the field. I don't think you understand right now. I want this really bad. I want to be able to be something great. I want to be able to take my family out the hood. I want to be able to do something that nobody else in my family has done. And I'm going to cut that away, even as tempting as it is. I'm going to pull out my scissors and I'm going to cut away. But then, see, there's always a then. Then there will come the moment in time where you'll have to lean on your mentors. And your mentors have the ability, when you don't have your scissors and you don't have the strength to get up the next day, your mentor has the ability to pull out scissors as well. And they have the ability, the special ability, to cut away every string out your life when you do get tangled up in the world, because the world will tangle you up. Listen to what I'm saying. The world will tangle you up. It's going to get hard sometimes, and sometimes you're going to need a mentor that's going to cut away the strings for you. And that's what this organization has done. And as I close, I'll leave it with this quote. At Street Dreams, it's the name of my organization. Today I'm going to use it in honor of you, bro. At STL Football U, you go from cheering in the stands to playing in the band, to playing on the team, to owning it. Young people, you have the power to be able to believe beyond what you're currently believing. And the last piece is what he said is that sometimes in life, listen at this closely, this is for somebody in here. Sometimes in life, you may think that you're supposed to be on a football team, but God himself is calling you to own the football team. See, it's a difference than playing on the team than owning the team. See, when you own the team, entrepreneurship, when you own the team, it takes the eyes off of just you and it goes from me to we. You get the opportunity to give other people the opportunity to play for the football team. And so as I close today, I want to thank every single mentor that has decided to mentor one of our young boys. And I thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
If you would, just remain standing. It's one thing that we understand, and we talk about it quite often, that whenever you want to sharpen an iron, a piece of iron, you don't go get silver and you don't go get gold. In order to sharpen iron, you have to get iron. And so this young man has been that iron to STL Football U, and we appreciate him for all that he has done. And we just want to give this award of appreciation. Is presented to Karan Bolden for the inspiration and dedication you have exemplified in serving our youth, presented by STL Football U. Come on, give Mr. Karan Bolden another hand. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's not every day that you come in contact with people like that. And so at this time, we're going to call for Jim Deal, who is the senior general manager at Gold's Gym. to begin the Gold's Gym Player of the Week presentation. So as I call your name, young men, just come forward if you would. See, we've had in the past when we've done this, we've had some ridiculous numbers that I had to get the stat team on to validate some of these numbers. And I see right now we've got some of the same things. These guys were Superman on this particular day. So week 1, we have from Fort Zumwalt East High School. He passed for 230 yards, 3 touchdowns. He ran for another 150 yards and scored 2 touchdowns. He kicked 3 touchbacks with an average of 51.2 yards and a 42-yard field goal. Is that Superman or what? Put your hands together for Mr. Daniel Morris. That's crazy. Week 2, out of Lutheran High School, St. Charles. He was week 2, STL Gold's Gym Player of the Week. He rushed for 386 yards, scored 5 touchdowns, and had 598 total yards. Wow. Put your hands together for Bryce French. Phenomenal. Out of St. Charles West High School, he's week 3, STL Football U Gold's Gym 2015 Player of the Week, 28 rushes, 246 yards, 4 touchdowns, and on the opposite side of the ball, he had 15 tackles. Put your hands together for Austin Coffey. Week 4, Gold's Gym STL Football U 2015 Player of the Week. Out of Fort Zumwalt West High School, 28 rushes, 289 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 reception for 30 yards, and he had 3 tackles and 1 pass breakup on defense. That's crazy. Come on, put your hands together for week 4 winner, Ethan Stastowich. Yeah, I know. No, we're going to keep it a secret that he did that against us. We're not going to tell nobody else. Week 5, winner of the Gold's Gym STL Football U 2015 Player of the Week. Out of Cardinal Ritter High School, he rushed 14 times for 319 yards and led his team with 4 touchdowns. Put your hands together for Naheem Moore. Man, did y'all put these numbers up in high school? Man, yeah, I know he was tired after that day. Lutheran North High School, 13 rushes, 252 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 receptions for 94 yards, and another touchdown. Week 6, Gold's Gym STL Football U Player of the Week winner is Cortez Simmons. The winner of the Week 7, Gold's Gym STL Football U Player of the Week out of Hazelwood Central High School. He carried the ball 22 times for 212 yards and added 6 touchdowns to his resume. Put your hands together for DeMontez Clark. Out of Holt High School, the Week 8 STL Football U Gold's Gym Player of the Week. He went 22 for 40 for 435 yards. You're right. 6 touchdowns. And if that wasn't enough, he ran 60 yards rushing in that game and added that to his resume. Man, where do y'all find these kids? Week 8 winner, put your hands together for Milio Monavale. Out of Lutheran North High School, he threw for 312 yards, 7 touchdowns. He was one touchdown away from setting the state record. That's amazing. Put your hands together for Week 9 Gold's Gym STL Football U Player of the Week Award winner, Aquil Glass. He walking up here with a swag like I was one away. That's that I was one away swag stroll.
Hey, Flex, he said he want to ask his coach why he didn't let him get the record.
I was about to ask that. Coach, what were you thinking? Hey, Mr. Glass said do that on the next kid's turn. Come on, put your hands together for these fabulous young men. Excellent, excellent performances.
Good job, fellas.
Thank you, thank you. Next, we have from Zenith. He's the regional sales manager for Zenith LLC. Please give a warm welcome for Dean Baker as he comes. Nope, somebody took my paper. Nope, somebody took it. One of my guest speakers stole my notes. Quran. And so we have here the Zenith Running Back of the Year Award. We have first up, we have Desmond Clark, 1,819 total yards, 25 touchdowns. DeMontez, I'm sorry. That's why he looking like, who is that? DeMontez Clark. Next we have Bryce French. He rushed for 1,790 total yards. He averaged 8.4 yards a carry and added 23 touchdowns to his resume. Mr. Bryce French. And then we have Mr. Naeem Moore. 2,027 total yards for 13.5 yards per carry and 23 touchdowns. Wow. And we have Ethan Stastowich. 2,175 total yards, 8 yards per carry with 28 touchdowns. Man, that's fabulous. And the winner of the Zenith Running Back of the Year award goes to Jacob Clay with 2,129 total yards, averaging 12.5 yards a carry and 43 touchdowns. Somebody ought to stand to their feet. I just felt the spirit. 43 touchdowns. Hallelujah, anyhow. 43 touchdowns. Come on. Give them a hand clap. These are 5 of the top performers. Fabulous, fabulous job. And thanks to the Zenith and Mr. Dean Baker. We would like to say thank you to the band that you heard that was playing while you were eating, enjoying your wonderful meal. That's Joseph Andrews and Company. He is available for whatever event that you would have. Wonderful, wonderful young man. We thank you. And so at this time, we have the 6th grade presentation, a Junior National Elite Award. And I guess Mr. Glenn Husky, the general manager of Fulton Communications, Verizon Company, is going to be the presenter. These beautiful pamphlets that we have make it a little hard to read. So, and that's with glasses. It would take BG to say something like that. And so we have up first Mr. Chris Brooks. Come on, give him a hand clap as he comes. Who is that? Next we have Mr. Caldro Williford. Caldro Williford. Is he in there? There he is. Yeah, take that swag jog. That swag jog. Now put your hands together for Mr. Kevin Coleman. And the final finalist for the 6th grade Junior National Elite Award is Matt Mayer. He's being represented by a family member. Before we present the winner, let's give these young men a great big hand. And the 6th grade Junior National Elite Award winner goes to, congratulations, Matt Mayer. Wonderful. Here.
He's at nationals, by the way. That's why he's not.
He's at the Nationals. Let him know that he's at the Nationals, at a national tournament in Florida.
He's at a national tournament in Florida
That's why he's
doing,
Football.
he's football, national football tournament in Florida. Man, don't relax.
We're gonna present the 7th grade with Jamel Frazier.
Oh,
Yeah. 7th grade finalist for Jamel Frazier.
At this time, we're going to present the 7th grade finalist of the Junior National Elite Student Athlete Award. And coming to the stage to make this presentation will be Jamel Frazier. Where is he? There he is.
Yep, that's 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
That boy cleaner than the board of hell. That boy, that car note gonna be late. Yeah, I gotta know. That's just us. That's my man. So at this time, the 7th grade Junior National Elite Student Athlete Award finalist, Quentin Yates. Rashad Smith. Kevion Long. And Mr. Garrett Thompson. This boy got on a blue velvet jacket that I wanted to get. Oh, I'm so hurt. That's clean, boy. That's clean. Man, that's nice. And the 2015 Junior National Elite Student Athlete Award goes to, congratulations, Mr. Quentin Yates. Go down there.
Everybody stand and get a picture together. All y'all. Get a picture.
Hey, when you get done with that jacket, let me know.
8th grade, you know, 8th grade.
Mhm.
1, 2, and Milo Wilson. Jordan, Jalen, and Milo Wilson. Got me?
1, 2, 3.
Milo Wilson. 2, 3, yep.
And so for the 8th grade, 2015 Junior National Elite Student Athlete Award finalists, the first is Milo Wilson. Mr. Jalen Head. And Mr. Jordan Smith. Oh, man. Hey, Mama, did you dress us this nice when I was a... No. Man, these boys are clean. And so the winner of the 2015 Junior National Elite Award, 8th grade, goes to, congratulations, Milo Wilson, Jr. He got you right there. He got you right there. Man, boy. At this time, it is the last call for bidding on the items in the back, the silent auction. And I hope you are tweeting and Facebooking, Periscope if you want to, this event. We want this to get out worldwide. Hashtag STL Football U. All right? You all having a good time? You all enjoying yourself? That cheesecake got them heavy. That salad was good too, wasn't it? Man, cut it out.
That's cool, you know, there's only 3. No, 9. Yeah, 11. Them 3, there's only 3. You not here.
So now we have the big boys. You already heard the astronomical numbers that these guys were putting up at high school level. It was crazy. But now we have the 2015 Junior National Elite Student Athlete Award finalist in the high school division. And the first name I'm gonna call is Dalen Christensen. Dylan. Do you spell your name D-Y-L-A-N? And that's Dylan? You say Dylan? Is your mama here? Where is his parents? You know Bob Dylan? You call him Dylan? You call him Dylan? Dylan? I love you. Put your hands together for Naeem Moore. And our third finalist, Brandon Scales. Come on, give these guys a round of applause. Because as I understand it, this was a very, very close race. I mean, the war room got tore up over these votes. And I would like to commend these young men because a criteria was that they have a 3.0 plus GPA, as well as excelling on the football field. And so Football U is not just handing out awards to any Tom, Dick, and Harry that say they can carry a football, but STL Football U stands for something. And we stand for excellence, not only on the football field, which is a lot of people's passion, but in the classroom, where it takes a special individual to stay focused and do the things that they need to do. And so I would like, on behalf of STL Football U, commend these young men for a job well done. At this time, we have a highlight film of these young men we would like to draw your attention to. Now, mind you, these actual kids up here. It's not Deion or Barry Sanders, so don't think that we plugged in Deion Sanders or plugged in Barry Sanders.
Junior National Elite finalist Naeem Moore. DT Christians. Brendan Scales. And the winner of the 2015 Junior National Elite Student Athlete Award goes to, congratulations, Naeem Moore. Come on, give these guys another round of applause. James White. STL Football U would like to thank each and every one of you for your support. We thank you for attending. We thank you for being cognizant enough to understand the importance of supporting our youth and making sure that they're on the right track, making sure that they are doing what they are supposed to do, and recognizing STL Football U for being that vehicle to propel them into their future. We are excited about their future, and you should be too. So at this time, for closing remarks, it is my pleasure to bring forth the CEO and my friend, STL Football U. Put your hands together for Mr. Sterling Finney, Jr.
Did you guys enjoy yourself tonight? Give yourselves a round of applause. I have a few thanks that I want to give out to some people, to some very special people that helped put this event on. Karan Bolden and Drayden Florence, could you guys please stand up? Those two messages were powerful. You know, those were messages that when I was young, I wish I could have got. So you young men, I hope that you took heed to what they were saying, because you got a guy that was a 12-year veteran in the NFL, and we got a guy that is a national speaker all over the world and all over the country. So I hope you guys are really listening to what these guys are saying, because these guys are successful men, and we want you guys to take after those guys and be successful as well. So I just want to give you guys a special thanks, taking time off from your families and coming to speak to these young men today. Thank you. I made a mistake last year and didn't thank these guys, but I want to make sure I don't do the same thing twice. Could the Florissant Police Department please stand up? These guys they have bought into our message. They see the vision, and you see so much negative stuff on the news about the police not giving help to the community. But I just want to tell you guys that we are very appreciative of the things that you guys have done for STL Football U, because we know that you give back to the community. You guys are away from your families right now, and this is the second year in a row that you guys have not only given to this event, but you guys have paid money out of your own pockets to pay for kids to come train. So I would like for everybody to give these guys a hand. Florissant Police Department. Mr. Myron Fletcher and Brandon Gregory, could you please come to the stage really quick? I can remember starting this program probably about 5 years ago, going on 5 years ago. We were in the Waffle House with a hope and a dream. Me and these two guys, you know, had a plan. We really wanted to give back to the community. And we didn't know how this thing was going to end up, guys, but we wanted to do everything that we could to help you young men. So I just want to give thanks to you two guys, because without you guys, there's definitely no me. So even though I'm the CEO, you guys are definitely right there with me and in every step of the way. And you know there's no title with us, guys, and I love you guys, and I couldn't do it without you. Thank you. My event planner, Miss Monica Waller, could she please come to the stage? See, that's the thing right there. She's working, guys. When I tell you this lady works around the clock, we've started planning for this event, guys, in August. And I can call this lady at 12 o'clock, and she'll answer my calls, literally. I mean, there are calls that we've had at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning just to put this event on for you guys. Monica, you have no idea what you mean to me personally, and as an event coordinator for this organization. Guys, could everybody please stand on their feet and give this lady a round of applause? And last but not least, Ms. Crystal Gregory and Nikisha Finney, could you please stand? Myron Fletcher's wife is not here, but you know our prayers are with her as well, and you let her know that we love her and we're praying for her. You two ladies, man, I can't express what you guys mean to myself and Coach Greg. There's no me without you, baby, and you know the things that you put up with in regards to me giving back to the kids, and you were my support system. And I just want to tell you I love you guys, and I really appreciate the fact that you know that this is us. This is who we are. We give back to these kids, and this is what makes us happy. And the fact that you guys support us, we just want to tell you thank you. I know you guys are tired. I'm not going to hold you. You young men, I want you to understand something. Football is a part of your life. It's not your whole life. We want you guys to understand that being well-rounded is the key. You know, get your degree. Go and meet different people from different backgrounds, different ethnic groups. Those are the things that matter in life. The people that you touch throughout your life is what matter. How many people you can touch throughout your life is really what matters. You know, it's not about football. Football is only a platform. And that's not to say that you guys are not going to give everything that you got to the sport, because trust me, you're talking to a guy and myself and a lot of these guys that train you guys and mentor you guys, we've went through this process. And so we know all about it. And so that's why we're trying to give everything we can to you guys, because we want you to understand that. Give everything you got to the game of football, but make sure you give everything that you stand for in the classroom. Last but not least, I want you guys to understand, you know, one other thing. Football is something that you do. It's not who you are. So being a leader, having integrity, being a good person, treating people well in the community, those are the things that people are going to remember even when you're dead and gone. So my biggest thing for this organization, when I'm dead and gone, I want people to remember me as a person that gave everything they had, including his life, for you young people, because it means that much to me. Thank you guys. Good night. Have a good day.